Do you read Sutter Kane? It's a question Aaron's asking right now. Today we're looking at the Severin sale, the big halfway Severin sale. There's a lot of stuff to look at on here. Arrow made some announcements. Deaf Crocodiles did a bit of a silent scream for October. So we have a lot of really cool, interesting things to check out today. And I think our best start is going to be with, and hopefully we'll get some people in there, with the very cool, absolutely incredible Severin sale. Not sure what happened there. But we almost had an echo. We had a double come in here. And it's because, why did that happen to us today? I don't know. But luckily it's at the beginning of the stream, so we can actually see what's going on. Here we go. The sale is live, so let's shop the sale. And to do that, let's start out with the different bundles and see what's there. Because there's some really, really cool bundles for this sale, and I'm kind of wondering if anybody's getting any of these. So let's start out with the Everything Bundle. So the Everything Bundle is $362, limited to 50. And I actually haven't been able to look into this that much, but this is a beast of a bundle, isn't it? So we get the Blu-ray for Fearless Dragons, the Blu-ray with limited edition slipcase for Ferret Vampire, Blu-ray for Skinheads, Blu-ray for Dead Sleep, the 3-disc 4K UHD with limited edition slipcover for the remake of Sisters, a 2-disc 4K UHD with limited edition slipcover for Baskin. That's an upgrade for that one. Kill List is going to get a 2-disc 4K UHD with limited edition slipcover. We got Feeding Frenzy exclusive slipcase, Ned the Sharks Blu-ray CD slipcase, Monster Shark Blu-ray CD slipcase, The Shark Hunter Blu-ray CD slipcase, Shark Book. So there's a book on sharks, on shark exploitation too. The Severin logo shark sticker, the Art of Baskin book, limited and signed, Kill List T-shirt, and a Kill List glow in the dark enamel pin. So that is a lot of cheddar, guys. Hey, Alan, welcome, man. That is a lot of stuff. The Feeding Frenzy case looks really cool, actually. If we were in Canada, we'd probably get that. It's the shark one. And it's all these newer shark titles. Or you can get just this one for $260, and that's going to be exactly what you think. It's going to be the discs with the slipcases and the boxes, but none of these swag stuff like the books or the T-shirts and all that goes along with that. Or there's the Fistful of Fins, which gives us all of the shark movies in their Feeding Frenzy slipcase. I'm wondering if the slipcase is going to be like a hardbox slipcase or a soft slipcase. And we'll also get the Shark Book and the Severin logo shark stickers. So we'll just show you that here. It's actually kind of neat. Shark into the jaws of an unstoppable genre. It looks like a fun one going through the whole shark. Yeah, that book actually looks kind of cool. I would pick that up. That's one I would definitely grab. The Hit Parade bundle, which is the Kill List bundle. You get Kill List, the Kill List T-shirt, and the Kill List collectible enamel pin. Like, I like Kill List, but I don't know if I would get a bundle for it. Same with like Baskin. You got Baskin, you got the Art of Baskin book. Really good movie, but nothing I'd be leaping out to grab. Now there are some things that will be on sale for the first time for this sale. We'll go to the sale policies. I'm sure it'll be there to list everything that's going to be on sale. So again, Saturday we're getting a box set only sale. We'll probably check that out. If we get enough people here today. If we don't get anybody here today, well, we won't check it out. Just me and you, Alan. Exclusions are stuff for the 9 months. I don't care about exclusion. I want to know what's on sale. So first time on sale. There we go. 2020 Texas Gladiators 3 disc 4Ks on sale for the first time. A Dog Called Vengeance on sale for the first time. The Creatures on sale for the first time. If you're an Argento fan, Dare Argento's Deep Cuts 4-disc Blu-ray set is on sale for the first time. Don't Change Hands Blu-ray is on sale for the first time. The Mad Bomber, The Mummy, The Curse of the Jackal, the Opera 5-disc 4K edition. The Red Light Bandit is on sale for the first time. The Last Horror Film, Castle Blood 3 and 2-disc editions are on sale. Sherlock Holmes and the Deadly Necklace. Now, if you're going to get that one, know ahead of time that is part of the Christopher Lee box set, the second one, if you got that. The Sherlock Holmes, Enter the Clones of Bruce Lee is on sale for the first on sale for the first time. Cemetery Man 2-disc 4K edition and Cemetery Man Blu-ray. The Great Alligator 4K and Great Alligator Blu-ray. Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker 4K and Butcher Baker Blu-ray. Kathy's Curse 4K, Devil's Honey 4K, the Church 2-disc 4K, Church Blu-ray, Sect 2-disc 4K, and the Sect Blu-ray edition. That is a lot of editions to read. Oh my God. Like I mentioned before, those bundles are going to be on sale as well as and are. And there's a bunch of stuff. I won't read out everything that's not on sale this time around, but there are titles like the newer, like Doctor Who, like Blu-rays and 4Ks that came out. The Night Train Murders, Mask of Satan, Delicatessen, the Incredibly Strange Rise and Fall of the World's Wildest Cinema and How It Influenced the Mixed-Up Generation of Weirdos and Misfits, and titles like that. But with that being said, I'm kind of curious to see if we got any we do clearance or last chance stuff. In the clearance section, okay, this was shocking. This is clearance? Is this? So the Danza Macabre Volume 1 is sold out. Looks like they had it there for $48. So that was like half price. Hey, Garen, welcome, man. So sad House of Laughing Windows isn't getting an October release from it. It's not. I know. It's right, though. Oh, such a good movie, too. I've got the old Shameless Screen Entertainment DVD of that one. And that definitely needs an upgrade, man. And I heard that's coming, right? So I'm going to guess either November or next year. Because it screams something like Pupi Avati's House of Laughing Windows. Screams like something we'd get for an October release. So Don't Go in the House Out Again. Changeling, 3-disc edition. I have this actually. No, I've got the Blu-ray 4K. Is on for $27.48. That's All the Hauntsby Hours is sold out. Oh, damaged box set. The things with clearance are clearance, actual clearance. Color of Outer Space audiobook is clearance. The Night of Demons poster is actual clearance. Some of these are damaged. The Peanut Butter Solution poster, the Caligula comic book, Theater Bizarre comic book, Horrors of Spotter Island comic. Nothing here that's screaming, I got to tell you guys about it. Oh, no. The Kathy's Curse limited edition LED light up slip cover. Every one of those seemed to be damaged, didn't they? Like every single one of those didn't seem to be working well. But I want to know prices. I want to know like the lowest price stuff. Yep, trailer just waiting for the announcement. What is Sutter Kane is selling well? Sutter Kane is a fictional author from the John Carpenter film In the Mouth of Madness. It is the best H.P. Lovecraft movie that is not done by H.P. Lovecraft. This is the Shout Scream Factory edition up right here. And they just announced from Arrow Video that they're putting out I think it's a 4K edition of In the Mouth of Madness, which is one of John Carpenter's had a massive career of like incredible films. This is in the top 5, if not the top 3 best John Carpenter movies of all time, in my not so humble opinion. I was hoping I get somebody with that there. So hey. So we've got Overboard selling for $4.99. So that's 75% off. We got Queen of Blood selling for $5. The Badger Game's going for $5. Lady Libertine Love Circles is going for $6.24. The Gunman title is going for $6.24. I got this one actually. Birdemic 3 is $6.24, which is like probably $6 that's worth. Bloody Moon, original one, is $6.25. We got Feed the Light, Begged by Loverboy here. Kung Fu Trailers of Fury. Jack the Ripper on for $6.25. That's a massive deal. Grab that. That's Sexploitation. What a great freaking documentary. I would strongly recommend this one. Like, really strongly recommend this. Castle Creeping Flesh is another good one. Deep Blood. Joe D'Amato is there for like $7. There are some really good sale prices there. Now, if you live outside the US, it's not as good because shipping costs and issues are a problem. But if you're within the US, or don't mind the heavy shipping cost, then and this can be a really good sale. I know. I'm waiting for them to do the announcement, because they kind of like stealth announced this yesterday. Mon Macabre put out that we've been working on some titles, and we're going to be announcing them today. And I've just been waiting for them to come up, and I had planned to wait till Mondo made their announcements. So I'm hoping that while I'm here, we'll get those announcements. But it said 9 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm not sure what time it is in Pacific time right now. Let's see. See if I chose right. It's 9:32, so it should be about half an hour ago. So I'm eagerly waiting to see those announcements. So hopefully while we're on here talking, we'll see the announcements as well. Not Random Venice's recommendation. Drive Massacre for sure. I'm just going through ones that I'm going to recommend for you guys here. Now it's going to be starts. It's good. I like Emmanuel S. Campbell, but honestly, if you're an Emmanuel fan, you're probably going to have that box set, so you're not going to be worried about that. And these Curse the Vampires, Brain of Blood, really good. Cries of Pleasure is one of the the stronger Jess Franco titles, but still, that being said, one of the and saying something sleazy ones. I'm gonna go to Mono Macabre's website, see if I can find anything. See if anything's up, man. Don't say anything yet. And oh my God, I would not be able to put some of these pictures up on the screen. That's for sure. Let's see what their last releases were. So the last things we got from On Macabre, and I can't put up on screen, looks like was the Eva Man, Tokugawa, S-Band, Lady Desires. Hey, Rafe. But let's dive over to the Arrow video, because I'm actually curious to look at these here in the coming soon titles, because there is some very nice stuff here. And why are none of them showing up here? I guess I'm going to go through them one at a time. First up is Miss 45, limited edition. So it's got a Blu-ray limited edition and a 4K limited edition. It, of course, is the classic Abel Ferrer revenge film with Zoe Lund just incredible in this one here. We got a new 4K restoration for this one here. It is Dolby Vision with HDR compatibility. I don't think it's a Dolby Atmos track on this one here, but we do have a brand new commentary by Alexander Heller Nicholas, which is always good. BJ Kolenji Colangelo does a new featurette with the voice of violence. We got a new featurette from Kat Ellinger, Where Dreams Go to Die. Archival interviews with Ferreira and Joe Delia, who's the composer, the creative consultant Jack McIntyre, a short film from 2004, and another short film from 2011, and a 60-page perfect bound book as well. So we're starting out strong with that release. One that I think a lot of people are going to be excited about is the new release for Return of the Living Dead. It is an absolutely gorgeous. Let's look at the cover for a second here. It is a gorgeous cover. I assume that unlike the Scream Factory edition, that this will be much more like the Second Sight edition in that we will get the entire original soundtrack on the movie. I know that when Scream Factory did it, they couldn't get the rights to all the songs, but my older Steelbook edition from I think it was from Second Sight had all the songs on there. Those are two really good titles, Rafe, man. Definitely recommendation on both of those. I saw them at the Madison Theater, actually. There's my flex for today. So what we got here on the Return of the Living Dead. Do you have anything new, or is it mostly poured over stuff for the new transfer? So we got a perfect bound booklet, double-sided folded poster. It is going to be in Dolby Vision with HDR10 compatibility. Lossless mono audio with a 5.1 surround audio mix. We got audio commentaries here. I think those were before I was heard. Okay, disc 2. So we will have the More Brains documentary, which is a massively big documentary, and hopefully should include the extra bonus features that were on the documentary that talked about the other films as well. So it's interesting to see that. That's definitely a good plus there. More Brains is a really cool documentary on the titles. Well, let's get to the one that got people here. In the Mouth of Madness, limited edition 4K UHD. I love the Sutter Kane in the Mouth of Madness poster right here. It looks absolutely beautiful. It's a gorgeous looking poster. And let's see. So we got a newly filmed interview with producer Sandy King Carpenter, a newly filmed interview with Jürgen Prochnow. We got the archival interviews with Julie Carmen. Julie Carmen. Friday Night 2? I just recently watched Friday Night 2. First time in a long time, actually. Greg Nicotero thinks the basement is here. There's a new featurette here. We Are What He Writes. Really excited about that. There's a new appreciation by Alexander Heller Nicholas. They use her a lot, actually, and she does really well. I can see why they use her, because her stuff is really good. Double-sided photo poster, perfect bound book. It is I got the Blu-ray of this one, but this is something I would eventually upgrade to, because it is a absolutely fantastic film, and this is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking edition of it. Let's put it up on the screen for a second so you guys can actually see. Right there. $104? Are you freaking serious, man? Well, I guess I'll just have to wait till it comes to Paris and I'm there, and I'll pick it up then. I'd like to have that movie, man. I really would. FP, but the thing is, for that price, cannot justify it. But this is gorgeous. I'm leaving this on the screen for a second because who knows? Maybe this will be my screenshot for the video. There we go. Yeah, I'm not overly enthused with the Severin sale right now, but I do want to talk about it with you guys about it. $27 shipping cost. Oh, that is. Yeah. See, I think there has to be a point, even if it's a sale, and this This is going to be my controversial hot take. That there should be a threshold for every company. And it's not something that's not possible. I know I worked in shipping. There are deals that can be done that you can get to the right point when it comes to shipping things. Kino used to have this every time Kino would have a sale, and I love me some Kino stuff. We're massive Kino fans in this house. We'd go to the point where they had free shipping. And that would sometimes mean, right, because I lived in Canada at the time, that we would spend $150, $200 to get to that point. But knowing that that point was there, you would spend that extra money. You might go in and say, I'm going to buy $50 worth of stuff, right? Or I'm capping out at 100. But if you look and see like that there's a free shipping threshold, that's like 150, you'll spend that extra 50 to get that free shipping. A lot of people will. I know that Umbrella in Australia, I think they have their shipping around 200-ish, somewhere around there, with where it goes to the free shipping threshold. And for the type of titles that Umbrella puts out in the box sets and stuff like that, that's not bad. Imprint does it at 400. And for me, I'm like, if I'm going to buy stuff from Imprint and get stuff coming from Australia, that's the range we're going for anyway, because the cost of the titles and the stuff that I want to get. So I think that every company should have a spot which is, even if it's a little bit higher, which has a free shipping threshold. My hot take for the day. Let me know what your thoughts are. Cool, this is a cool one. Boys Next Door. So the Severin sale is really good if you live in the United States. That's where this sale is key. And if you're in the US and you're watching this, there's some good stuff on here. If you're like me and you're like a different area, like you're from the UK or in Europe or something like that, Canada, not so much. There's other ways. If you live in Europe, Metaluna is in Paris, and they sell almost all the boutique labels, so I recommend them. If you're in Canada, we have Unobstructed View, and I think in the UK you'll have some ones as well. And if not, you can go over to your friends in Paris. But I don't think this is going to make one of my longer videos. I do want to look at the Deaf Crocodile as well. I do have some stuff coming up next week. I got some titles from Paramount and A24 to look at, to show you guys. We got some nice steelbooks from Paramount, actually, some really nice steelbook, 4K steelbooks. And I got some nice A24 titles. I love the way they're packaged. I'm totally obsessed with the way that they're done. And some other stuff to look at. I will be headed for a short trip to Spain in early August. And, fingers crossed, it should be coming back with a really good unboxing. So I had promised at the beginning Spanish titles, but I think I've gotten better than that, actually. So you'll see. I'm very excited about it. So Deaf Crocodile, what have we got in pre-order here? I love the art. I would love to get some Deaf Crocodile stuff. Deaf Crocodile. I'd love to work with you guys, by the way. And I don't know if Deaf Crocodile does review copies, but I would definitely. They're a physical media label, and they put out some really interesting stuff. They've actually popped into the stream sometimes. I absolutely adore the stuff that they do, and they do like different types of titles, which is what I love about them. A lot of animation and a lot of like animation from other countries. So we'll look here at this one right here is on pre-order, and oh, this is gorgeous. Treasures of Soviet Animation Volume 2 Deluxe Edition. I love this case. I really do. So we got the Snow Queen here from 1957, 65 minutes long. Scarlet Flower from 1952. I won't even try to pronounce the names of the directors. I would butcher that. I'm not gonna be that. Not gonna be that guy. And the Key from 1961 is at 58 minutes. all 3 films in Russian with their English subtitles, which is the way that you want stuff like this. New video essays on here. We got a brand new video. We got 2 brand new video essays. New commentary tracks on the films. This here absolutely gorgeously stunning artwork. There's a 60-page illustrated booklet with we got a nice little slipcase on here. New essays. I wonder if this is a hard box slipcase. If anybody's got any Deaf Crocodile stuff that would like to make me know a bit more about them. Do I have Synapse Films Blu-rays? I do have Synapse. I don't have a lot of screen bound. So I can't do. You asked me if I was going to do a screen bound, like kind of you can keep only 10. I can't. But there is a Synapse one coming up, and because I'm doing the starter guides as well now, because I wanted to make the series last longer on the channel. There's at least 1, maybe 2. You can keep only 10 coming in next month, and one of them is going to be Umbrella. I can tell you that. And there will be another starter guide coming up next week, and that one is going to be on slasher films. So there's a whole ton coming up in a while that to hopefully look forward to. So we got a standard edition of it as well. But I don't know. I mean, I got that box set just looks so cool. Because you look at the stuff they got here, like this is some of their other stuff. So out of stock, this was the original Treasured Soviet Animation Volume 1. It's unfortunately out of stock. But at least the limited edition is. Well, look at that freaking cover, man. And a Mystery of the Third Planet, Return and the Past on here. So the new one, it's a big, that had some shorter films, but you can tell by the standard edition, but the new one actually has some longer films, because some of the films were short, 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long, that type of thing. But we're looking at 60 minutes, close to 60 minutes and over for the 3 new ones on the new Soviet Union one. Soviet Union, is that right? Soviet Animation. I'll get it right one of these days, I'll tell you. And I do love that type of animation. I'm a big animation person. I literally have a part of my movie library that's called the Animation Station, and it's pretty much all animation. So yeah, I do have a slight love for the animation stuff. By the way, if you're liking you can keep only 10 and stuff like that, and you want to get the extras, we do have a membership and patrons that people can avail of to check out some of those extra videos, because there's a bunch. Each you can keep only has 1 to 2 extra bonus videos to go along with it. So let you know that. Or if you just want to help support channel, you can super chat, super sticker. But above all, just watch the videos, enjoy yourself. That's the most important thing. If that's you're enjoying yourself and having fun with it. I hope to have some big announcements later on this year as well that I'm very excited about, but that I have to keep my mouth shut for at this point. And if you're wondering, keep watching the channel. You'll find out. There's some things I'm very excited about. I remember I bought that one remember that sale when their site broke and you had to go online and you had to look at this text kind of catalog and write down your titles on an email and send it to them. That was the hardest sale that Severin had, right? But if you go back to that time, it was the best prices that they ever had in any sale. And they had Gwendolyn there, and it was the limited edition version of it. And he said, "Oh, damaged." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll roll the dice." So I go and I roll the dice on that, and I get a comment. There's absolutely no damage. Overboard, best deal ever with a slipcase. I remember, was it Jose that bought Overboard, and his slipcase was really tight on it, and he had he actually think he made a video on the fact that he found it hard at the time slipcase off of the this. I like Overboard though. It's a different film for Severin, of course, but it's it's a fun release. There's some definitely different titles here. And one thing I will say about Severin is they do a good job of putting out a wide variety of titles, and still everything seems like a Severin title. When you can position your company to put out a Goldie Hawn Kurt Russell movie, a Jess Franco film, and the Emmanuel box set, and still have people say, "Oh yeah, that sounds like a." I get that. I see that. That's a Severin film. You've done a good job of branding your company, and Severin has done a very good job of branding their company. So many times at 75% off sale that you paid too much for. That's the thing. You never know, dude. I have so many titles that I'm sure are going for so much lower now. But that being said, there's also a bunch of stuff that now that are going for extremely low that I never managed to get. So although I'm not availing of this sale because I'm not in the United States and not in Canada, it's a good sale for people that love the Severin stuff. I would kind of say the box set portion of this on Saturday is going to be, again, one of the most popular parts of this sale. Did they list what box sets are going to be on sale? I want to check. Let's find out. Oh, they did. Perfect. So 50% off on these box sets. And so we got All the Huntsby Hours Volume 1, the complete Lindsay Baker Giallo collection. If you do not have that, pick that up. That is really friggin' good. That is one of the best box sets that they ever put out. And that's including all these like massive like director overview sets. I absolutely adore the Lindsay Baker set. And I've watched that so many times. The Cushing Curiosities is there. I've done some Macabre Volumes 1, 2, and 3. I'm not sure if it's 2 or 3 that has the 4K in it, but that's going to be an interesting one as well. The Dungeon of Andy Milligan collection that's been out for a while. That's, if you don't have that one, might be a chance to get that for cheap. The Eurocrypt Christopher Lee collection Volume 1 and collection Volume 2 is going to be there. The Game of Clones Bruce Exploitation collection Volume 1. House of Psychotic Women, the first one rarities collection is going to be there. The Incredibly Strange Films of Ray Dan Steckler's will be there. Too bad the mask isn't. Nasty Habits and Exploitation collection. My dad actually loves that one. So that was a good one. The Central World of Black Emmanuel. Great set, by the way. Wonderful book that comes with that set. And one that I want to get eventually down the road is Violent Streets, the Umberto Lindsay Thomas Milian collection. And just some incredible sets there. Hey, Master Kit, how's the sale? How's the Comic-Con, man? I'm so jealous. I've seen a bit of the footage, and I'm like going to sit down tonight and just like kind of soak it in and wish I was there. It's Milian City more. That's a good set. I mean, the sale looks good. The Saturday box set thing is, I think, where people are going to really be able to dive into this. Excited. MC. This is getting a 4K upgrade from Arrow. Do I recommend Shocking Dark? I do, Jay, but here's the thing. How much do you like cheese? Because I will say this right now. Shocking Dark is a definitely cheese fest of a film. And I'll show you the film right now. For those that don't know what he's talking about. So this here is Shocking Dark. It's by Bruno Mattei, and it's a lot of fun. It is sort of a ripoff of not one but two different like big films. We got this, and me and my better half sat down. Oh, then you're gonna love it. And watch this one. One of the things I mean, Greta is in this, and she talked about the fact tons of money being blown. That's it, man. One of these days, we go to a con or something together. I'll get you here when I'm in England or Spain or something like that. And we'll do some con stuff. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this. I'm sure Master Cast will recommend this one as well. This 45 is going to be a good one. But yeah, Jay, if you like cheese, you're going to love this one here. It is just a ton of greatness. Well, it says sold out, but what I think they're talking about, Vince, when they're saying that, is they had some damaged box sets for Danza Macabre. And those damaged box sets were put with the clearance. And don't quote me on this, but I think that's what they meant, is that the damaged ones for the clearance sale are sold out, but there are non-damaged ones that are going to be in the box set sale. That's how I read it anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm right, so that anybody that wants to get Dennis Macabre Volume 1 will be able to get it. Anybody wants to sit back and say, I need me some what's it, Frankenstein's daughter? Daughter Frankenstein? Something like that. Something like that. That title, the one Joseph Cotton can get the level of that one right there. Thank you, Jay. I really appreciate that. We got our first donation of the day. Let me know, Jay. I want to know later on how you like Shocking Dark. We had a blast with it. It is such a fun, cheesy film, and it's sci-fi, and it goes into it's a takeoff on two very popular sci-fi films mashed together as one, which should be fun. Perfect. There we go. I used to do all the sale coverage, by the way, guys, but as Jose knows, Master Cass knows, I'm getting older. And it's been busy, so unfortunately I haven't been able to do a lot of these more recently. But MC, if you do one later on in the week, yeah, I might be available to drop in. Yeah, there's a lot 75% off titles here. Pretty sure this is wasn't she in Pretty Little Liars? And oh no, and the shows my kids liked. Lindsay Shaw, what do I know her from? And for me, it's Pretty Little Liars. They say 10 Things I Hate About You, but I don't know her from that. Though I did see that movie. But I'm not Ned's Declassified, something like that. Anyway, so I know her from Pretty Little Liars, but my kids know her from something else. I know, me too. In this house, my spouse, she's went to school for marine biology. That's what she did, and she loves sharks. At one point, she wanted to go to Australia and study sharks, to swim with the sharks. Swim, right? Right on. She I'm talking to her, and she's totally ignoring me. I would recommend. I know, I'm pretty sure Master Cass hates this movie, but I would recommend Cries of Pleasure. Byleth, I found boring. It didn't do it for me. Now, Death Wet Warmed Up was the first splatter film out of New Zealand, and if you remember the show Hercules: The Legendary Journeys, remember that one? The guy that played Aeolus on the series, he's the star of this one actually. Both Aeoluses. If you're a comic book fan, you don't know how Future Shock to serve 2000 AD. You should say it's a good one. This is one of my least favorite Fulci films is Demonia, but I'd say at that price it's not bad. Gwendolyn, yes. I actually do like Revenge of the Living Dead Girls. I think that was kind of fun. Massacre in Dinosaur Valley. This is a lot of fun. There's a lot of fun to be had with that. Is the Eaten Alive 4K same quality as the Blu-ray? I have the Blu-ray already. It shouldn't. I don't have the 4K, so I really can't say. It should be an uptick, but for me, I'm not a massive Cannibal fan, right? So I would only get it if there's new features on it too. If the price is right, go for it. But if it's not, there's other things to spend your money on that you don't have. But if you're a massive fan, that's one of your favorite movies, then Patrick Still Lives. I'm going to give a recommendation on this one, but I'm going to put a caveat here. It is an Italian mock, kind of mock sequel, where it's a sequel. It's a fake sequel to a popular film. So Patrick was a popular film by Richard Franklin, and it was an Australian film. It was a slow burn, creepy little film that had a actually decent remake. And both of them were put out in a double feature from Umbrella Entertainment. Now, Patrick Still Lives was an Italian pseudo sequel that basically takes the concept of because in the movie Patrick is a guy that's in a coma, but he has telekinetic powers, which he's using, and to kind of like stalk and terrorize and kill. Now Patrick still lives. The Patrick character, the guy with in the coma, gets hit on the head with a can of Coke. I'm not joking. Goes into a coma, and then people are brought to his house, and he uses his telekinetic powers, his mind powers, to have sexy things happen, and also murder. So whereas like that Strain one, we would like a slow burn on the Patrick terrorizing. Patrick still lives. It's like, and now Patrick needs to make sure the audience sees plenty of boobs because because that's the way it's done. Shocking Dark, strong recommendation on this one. It's a fun title. Skinner's a good one too. The special features on Skinner are actually really good. The director of Skinner, probably best known, Savan Naji, and nowadays for being the guy that was was dating at the time, the Hollywood Madam, and have been known like around the circles for maybe having certain ties, like supposed underworld ties. So when after watching the film and watching the special features on here, there's some absolutely fascinating things, especially the guy that actually kind of like edited it. His conversation on here, talking about what was going on and kind of what a scary guy he was. It gives you very different aspects of it. So definitely a recommendation on that, especially for the behind the scenes stuff. I always recommend the Peanut Butter Solution. It's a twisty little film, but it's a weird childhood film, but it's a film that I do think kids should see. It's a fun film. Okay, Beast Must Die. This is a standard Blu-ray for this one. I have this on the Amazon Amicus like set that they put out, and I'm a massive fan of this film. I know that it's not like the fastest moving film or not, but as a kid, I remember watching this and being so stoked, like, because I love mysteries, and I grew up with Agatha Christie like novels and like Poirot, and watching like the Peter Ustinov films and stuff like that. There's a sequence in this, like it's a mystery, and the mystery is who the werewolf is, and it stops the film and gives you 1 minute to put in your guess. It's called the werewolf minute. You see like a werewolf on screen, you see that there, and it ticks the minute down for you to make your last guesses. And as a kid, hey, there, the warlock, long time, man. I completely fell in love with the idea of the werewolf minute. Completely fell in love with the idea of the werewolf minute. Just such an incredible, like gimmicky idea. And I remember when I was young, I went to a retro film festival for like William Castle films, and I got to see a lot of those with their original stuff. Hopefully, you've been catching some of my like non-live stuff. I'm doing a lot of that recently. How do you feel, Warlock, about the sale of Unobstructed View? Because I think you know the people behind that, right? I haven't seen any Stop Stabbing Me. I love the title, but Kathy's Curse. It's kind of fun, classic little title. Lost Souls, cool documentary. I like these trailer tapes, but they're not for everybody. I will give a strong recommendation to Devil's Honey, which I think is a highly underrated film. I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Hopefully that's something that changes really, really soon. It's a rough time. I had family members that actually had some problems recently with, moving from one job to another, because it's just a really hard time right now. They recently sold, like the company was sold to someone else. It has been a tough time with the. Hopefully, we'll get an uptick coming soon. I was like, what's always darkest before dawn type of thing, but I don't know, man. I'm hope for positivity. And hopefully the next time we're chatting again here, you tell me your awesome new job. That was Rainier. Threads, which is kind of, so Threads was not one that I grew up with. It's a UK release. But it's sort of the UK version of a movie that I did grow up with called The Day After. And it's hard to like put this into context now, but I'm like, I was a kid in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. So I was still around when like the Cold War was still kind of a thing. And there was the whole like nuclear scare at the time. So there was a movie that came out called The Day After. And it was set like the day after, like basically, you know, nuclear like war. It was, and they showed it in our school. Oh, dude, enjoy the Comic-Con, man. I'm watching the trailer. Cool Cat was pain, by the way. Just watch the trailer. Showing him was pain. You could end up with your double zeros with this one. We got a Scream the Streets, which actually is a decent title. Midnight's okay. I'm not a massive Midnight fan. Black Candles I really liked. I really, really like. But I know it's a weird film, and it's dreamlike, and it has this. If you like nudity, you're gonna love this movie. But it is a strange film. But this whole Little Roz, and there's just something that Little Roz does in his stuff that's just so good. It's so extremely well done. So recommendation on the Franco Noir set. MC is gone now, unfortunately, but this is one of the Francos that he would enjoy. Because you know, as Cass, not a massive Franco fan. Rares Van Lance is a lot of fun. Where from the Girls Dormitory. It's amazing to think that this film was written by Ernesto Cristaldi, who wrote some like the classic giallos all time. But it's not. It was nice to get the actual like uncut, the actual edition of what this should be like. Always going to recommend Tales of the Uncanny. Just such a good documentary. If they have the limited edition with the extra disc, definitely go over that one. Faceless, I enjoy. Anything Franco, I'm pretty much like a big one on. But with that being said, I guess what we'll do is we'll end it for now for this video right here. Keep it nice and simple. Hopefully you guys have an amazing weekend. It is because, you know, it's finally the weekend, which is absolutely fantastic. There are a lot of stuff coming on the channel. We are going to be continuing. It is essential viewing eventually, but yeah, you're right. Like, don't start there. I don't think you'll continue if you start there. Maybe I gotta rewatch it, dude. You may have convinced me. But like go with like Don't Torture Doctor or something like that as your first full G, or maybe Perversion Story. But yeah, there is You Can Keep Only 10, the Starter's Guide series, the unboxing. We'll be doing on Mr. Cass's channel the Voyage to the Bottom. New Voyage to the Bottom is just recently came out, and I think it's on Bullet Blake's channel. So the next one should be on Master Cass's channel. And the movies that we're going to be watching are Utterly Painful, Cool Cat Saves the Kids, and a movie called Gramps Goes to College. So, ouch. Yeah. And I will be in a upcoming, oh God, which one is it for? I think I'm under for Scream Factory. But here we go. Because I want to get it right. So much coming up, right, by the way, guys. So freaking much. Yep, so I'll be in the Warner versus Scream Factory one coming up soon. And I'll keep you guys updated on that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm on the, well, you'll see what side I'm on when you watch the video. Come in and root for me. My name is Aaron. This is Call to Cinema. Hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I will see you soon. Look forward to new videos coming next week. a Starter's Guide to Collecting Slasher Films, and we won't have another Just the 10 until early August, which we're coming back with Umbrella for that. And we will actually be doing the Request to Just the 10 TV one as well. So that, I think, is going to be coming in late August. And we have unboxings for Paramount Subooks A24 releases and some other stuff. So I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Enjoy your weekend. And for me right now, I would say it's time for tea, but I just brushed my teeth. So hopefully in a little bit, it's time for coffee. Chat later.